My name is Caleb Smith. I am a high school art teacher, and my specific instructional unit I'm going to be talking about is all about colored pencil technique combined with portraiture. So this is a lesson towards the end of the semester because we've already taken a look at all these things in some previous lessons. Already had a lesson about the color wheel, different color schemes. Already had a lesson all about facial features and portraiture, as well as proper shading technique. This lesson combines all of those things, and we are going to be shading with colors. Anyway, that is all very, very art specific, and that's one thing I found out about OERs in general very quickly. Not a ton of stuff about art, to be honest. So I was clicking on a bunch of links, Googling a lot of stuff, searching for hours and hours. And I gotta give a special shout out to Gabrielle. After watching her presentation on this, it led me to this awesome resource, OER Project. OER Project is mostly for history teachers, but I always teach art history along with my art projects. So, to show you an example of how that gets implemented into the curriculum, here we are with the last art history unit that I talk about in combination with the colored pencil project. It's all about the High Renaissance. I find it super important to talk about this at the end of the year when, we're really starting to lose the focus and engagement of majority of the students. So this is when I talk about the most mainstream artworks that everyone is familiar with, as well as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anyway, in order to introduce the Renaissance here, I talk about this concept of the Renaissance man/woman, which is what I'm going to be getting into today with the OER project. So first of all, we have the permitted use section. This site is designed to provide educational resources and support on behalf of participating schools to their associated teacher and student users. Registered users, that's me. It was really easy to register, man. It took a couple of minutes, just username, password, confirmation email, really not much at all. And now that I'm registered, I may copy select portions of the content solely for school purposes in accordance with the terms. So that's what we're doing. School purpose being the high school that I teach at, as well as Millersville University. Anyway, you can just search a keyword here, which is what brings me to the specific article that I'm going to be talking about. I believe it's like search result number 2 here. And of course, this would happen. It's not loading. Luckily, I already have this stuff loaded up over here. So, yes, here we go. First one, Renaissance, lesson 2.4 of 1200 to the present. So, the main page here is all about world history. I do not teach a history class, so I'm definitely not going to be using 99% of this stuff, but these are the instructors. They're the ones who published it. Their names are Kim and Colby. I could not find a specific date when it was published, but if we go to the bottom of the article here, we can see that all these different sources are very relevant, which is pretty important to art history because there's always new information being found out about all this historical stuff, for real. So anyway, as recent as 2 to 3 years ago in the year 2020. Here we go. At the bottom, it says, this empowers teachers by offering free and fully supported history courses for middle to high school aged students, which is what I teach. I teach high school. So, just to show you a couple cool things about the OER project, they have different reading levels available. I'm going to highlight the first a couple of sentences here, just kind of basically introducing some big takeaways all about the Renaissance. So here we go. It reshaped artistic, societal, and religious norms as medieval Europe's connections with the rest of Afro-Eurasia increased. Artists like Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo da Vinci embraced realism and individualism in styles that moved away from the religious focus of medieval art. That's what makes Renaissance art so engaging, compelling, so interesting to look at, because they're being designed by the artists themselves. In medieval art, all the artwork was designed by priests, and priests are not artists. So a lot of the medieval artwork's very boring to look at. And then the Renaissance artists come along, they break all the rules, and we have some much more engaging artwork. So anyway, up here, I just changed the reading level to something a bit more simple, and here we go. It's saying the same thing, but much less words. Renaissance artists became interested in real scenes and people, and then talking about humanism as well. And look at this line here. Artists before were focused on religious subjects, but things are changing. Anyway, I do have this worksheet that has been provided by the OER project. This section here, reading 3, is all about world history, and the top section here, skim reading, I'm not going to use that at all. I'm going to be looking at reading 2 here, understanding the content, talking about some relevant vocab that we have going on, like humanism, as well as Renaissance man/woman. What is the main idea of the article? I think it's important for young people to know about women in the arts. That doesn't always get talked about in traditional approach to art history. So here we go. We have this artist during the Renaissance, and she helped shape the Renaissance, wrote works of poetry and political theory. And yes, Renaissance man is kind of the typical phrase that gets tossed around, but there are also plenty of Renaissance women doing a lot of important things. So that's how I would use this OER in day 3 of my instruction. I find it's very, very challenging for students to just do an art project for the entire block, an hour and 15 minutes of just straight art. So it's very important to break things up with readings, presentations, and just sort of a variety of assessment in that way. So here we go. We got the 5 R's of OER going on: retain, reuse, revise, remixing, and redistributing this OER. It is instructionally appropriate for the high school level, and definitely aligned with these standards as well. There was a piece on that at the bottom here. Offerings include a variety of materials from full-year standard-based courses to shorter course extensions. So it is standards-based. Anyway, that's it for my presentation. All about the Renaissance. And overall, I'm not going to lie. It was difficult to find something about art. If it weren't for this class, I don't really think I would use this as a resource. I found it kind of difficult to use, and also just really took me hours and hours to find something that was even kind of relevant to what it is that I'm doing. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents there at the end. I hope you have a good rest of your day.